You know you hate them.
The dirty dishes.
But we've got the fix.
The ultimate one-pot meal.
Get ready for crowd-pleasing, the perfectly crisp chicken thighs. Ooh, look at that. Easy and delicious one-pot dinners.
This is a great tip.
So my mouth is watering.
And we're dishing with the cake boss himself, Buddy Valastro.
This is so good. I'm obsessed.
His easy homemade cannoli hack anyone can use. That's next.
Let's dish. The kitchen has always been the center of my world because life is more delicious when it's full of food and fun.
Everybody knows me as a culinary expert and food judge on television, but also I'm a mom trying to get dinner on the table.
From Hollywood to home, I bring Southern sweet and Caribbean heat, and I'm not afraid to stir the pot.
Good food, good friends, good dish.
Hey guys, we're backstage to give you a peek at the most glamorous part of our cooking show. Let me show you. Ha-ha! The dirty dishes. That's right. From all the gorgeous food we bring you, we end up with this. Okay, does this make you anxious? I feel you, because I hate dirty dishes too. So in today's show, everything you need to make sure you end up with just one dirty dish, it's all coming up.
Airing our dirty dishes out there for the world to see.
Just keeping it real, that's all.
You know what? Honestly, we hate dirty dishes as much as you do. That's why today we are so excited to be doing a one-pot meal show, all made from staples in our pantries. It's everything you need, all wrapped up in one pot, wonderful ways. Love it. And it's perfect because I made a one-pot chicken thigh, broccoli rabe, and biscuit meal when I visited the set of MasterChef. Let's get a little nostalgic, shall we? Let's see how it turned out. So remember, you got that biscuit, you got your broccoli rabe, you got your chicken, and you got your roasted garlic cloves, all in one cast iron skillet right there.
I can't believe you just baked a biscuit with all of that.
Yeah.
It's all that and a biscuit too.
All that and a biscuit. That's what I should call this meal. Exactly right. So what I love so much about this meal is, yes, you get everything all done in one. And of course, if you're making bigger batches, you can do, all your broccoli rabe, all your chicken, and then your biscuits. But the really fun piece here is that you can actually make a gorgeous pan sauce. So I'm just pulling out those golden brown biscuits, the perfectly crisp chicken thighs. Ooh, look at that. And then I left the skin on with my garlic cloves when I threw them in at the beginning of this cook process. And what that allows you to do is avoid burning the garlic. This beautifully soft caramelized roasted garlic now pops right out of these shells. And once you have it all removed, I'm gonna make a really quick pan sauce just by mashing the garlic into that residual chicken fat, that little bit of olive oil, all those wonderful herbs and spices that I use to season the chicken to begin with. I also have in here some lemon juice just to help me scrape up all that delicious flavor here at the bottom of the pan. Don't leave any of it behind. I love a pop of the salinity from capers. I'm just adding those in. A little pinch of salt, but not too much, because remember, you still have what you started with in the pan here. And then you just take this delicious sauce and spoon it right over all the elements of your delicious chicken dinner, but especially spread it over the chicken thighs and right onto that crispy golden brown broccoli rabe.
Can I get a little bit of what's left of my chicken?
Yes,
I
ma'am. Oh my gosh, exactly right. You can customize your
There
meal.
you
Look
go.
at that, juice it right up.
Thank you.
So good. I'm glad you guys like that meal, and I'm really excited because I'm actually the newest judge joining the cast of MasterChef Junior for season 8, which is returning to Fox March 17th. So much fun. The kids are incredible. Gordon, Aron, the team. It's like so much fun. Lots of good cooking, obviously. Some incredible tiny contenders, and all good. And one thing you'll be in for a real treat for is I am extremely pregnant in this series, so that's a lot of fun to go and revisit. So now that we've got our meals going, and I'm going to taste this at some point, let's play one pot slots. I love this. All right, we're going to give it a spin and see what starch, vegetable, and protein we get. All the makings of a perfect balanced one-pot meal, and then we're each going to come up with a recipe for that unique combination. Are you ready to play?
Ready.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. First up is noodles, carrots, and beef. Very nice. Jamaica, what would you make using these ingredients?
I'm thinking sear off the beef, make the noodles. Can I do like a chilled, like Thai beef salad with some chilled carrots in there? Put a nice little Thai dressing, a little lime, and
Yes, please.
yes, I think that's
That's
what
an
I'd do.
unexpected route, and I like it.
I keep you guessing. Yes.
That was delicious. Okay, let's
Thai
spin
beef
for
salad.
Daphne.
Ooh.
Daphne, you get rice, peppers, and pork. What are you gonna do?
Delicious. Well, now you said Thai, Jamaica. Now I'm thinking I want like a Thai basil, like that delicious crumbled pork with that kind of sweet soy savory sauce all over it, a little spicy. You said peppers, but I'm gonna go spicy peppers over rice. Delicious.
Yes.
Okay.
That sounds great.
Okay, and finally for Gail, let's go ahead and spin. You are playing with potatoes, broccoli, and chicken.
Oh, I
Greens.
like that.
Go greens on that.
I actually have a recipe for cider-braised chicken, chicken thighs, chicken drumsticks, with potatoes and greens. I use kale, but you can absolutely do it with broccoli, and I think I'm gonna make it for you right after the commercial break.
Oh, wow. Okay, so my mouth is watering from wanting to taste both that and thinking about how much time I'll have since I don't have to do the dishes. Now, how will I fill that time?
will you spend
Maybe a
it?
cocktail.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Always a good time, right? We have a bartender on today's show. Andy is here.
Hi, Andy.
Yes. And he's been named one of the best in the world. Show us what you got going into the break, Andy.
Wow.
Nice.
Very smooth. Wow. Amazing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Like something you saw on the show today? We're dishing all the details on the good list. All the recipes, important tips, and tricks, all in one place. So stay tuned until the end of the show when we'll share the good list QR code. You can scan to send it all right to your phone.
No, I think that's what
I'm loving this.
Yeah, go, go, go.
Welcome back to the Good Dish. World Championship bartender Andy, as you can see, is mixing up the perfect cocktail to go with one of my favorite one-pot meals, cider-braised chicken. Ladies, you are loitering at the bar. Why don't you come on over here? And please don't forget my cocktail, too.
Oh, wait, we're getting a fresh one for you, Gail. One sec.
Oh,
my gosh. No.
This seems dangerous.
Wow.
We're gonna do it.
Gorgeous.
Oh, wow. Take this and enjoy the show.
Thank you. A little
Champagne, too?
champagne on top.
Of course.
Ma'am.
Oh, my goodness. It's like a tightrope walker.
Oh, I got you.
And
A lemon peel.
some lemon peels on top.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Whoa.
Let me handle to her.
Oh my gosh. He's coming with us.
You're getting out of the way with that.
Here we go. We are
Okay.
bringing you a mezcal
I'm nervous.
cocktail,
I'm nervous here.
Gail. It has mezcal tequila, fresh lemon juice, simple syrup, passion fruit.
Watch out. No, just stand up. He's not on your head.
I'm gonna flip it. You ready? Just throw it up.
Oh, please don't. Please don't. I'm just
Sparkling wine. Cheers. Thank you.
That was amazing, Andy.
Thank
you.
you. Cheers. Cheers. And it pairs beautifully, I hope,
Oh.
with your cider-braised chicken.
Oh, this is going to be perfect. Okay.
Oh, so delicious. Wow.
Put this here.
Andy. Wow, that's gorgeous.
That really is a delicious drink. I love me some mezcal.
smoky.
All right. I'm going to start making this cider-braised chicken. There's a lot of ingredients, but it comes together so fast and easy. I've already browned my chicken. I'm using thighs, bone-in thighs and drumsticks here. Okay. I've given them a beautiful sear, obviously seasoned them with salt and pepper first, browned them on all sides, and set them over there on a plate to stand by while I start making the rest of the dish. In that same pan, I've just added some chopped onions, and I'm using them and a little more olive oil to scrape up all the beautiful chickeny, brown, tasty bits on the bottom from browning the chicken. And then to this, I'm going to add some garlic. And then, thank you. Yep, I got it. I'm gonna add some fennel seed and some chili flakes. Obviously, you can leave them out, but I don't think they actually add a lot of heat. They just add some flavor. And then I'm gonna deglaze with a few things. I'm gonna start with some apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
which gives such a great tang to this dish, and it really brings the sauce together. You can hear it sizzling away. Finally, some apple cider for some sweetness, some roundness, which is gonna go so well with the chicken, and some chicken stock.
That vinegar is hitting my nose.
I know, but I mean, I love it. I think it's, you know, the acid in the dish really brings it together. And then a little bit of mustard, and the mustard is gonna add a little creaminess. It's gonna enforce that tang. It's gonna thicken up the dish a little bit. And I'm gonna give it a whisk. And this is going to be the flavor layer that really adds so much to the veggies. So you know I spun that wheel and I got potatoes.
Yes.
So in they go.
Little baby potatoes, nice.
I'm gonna add some carrots because they add a beautiful sweetness, especially with the cider vinegar. Thank you, yes.
Trade you out.
And then I'm gonna add some kale. I can add some broccoli, of course, if I want. And I don't really have to do much here. It's all gonna come together. I'm gonna put the chicken back into the pan. Just nestle, this is the perfect use of the word. Nestle all the chicken into the pockets of kale. Thank you. You can throw that piece of rosemary in too. Sure.
What a good family dinner too. This looks delicious.
Isn't it?
Nice, lots of veggies, beautiful protein.
And then I'm just gonna put this into the oven. It goes in at 350 degrees for about 25 minutes till the chicken is cooked through. You'll see the kale cooks down and it looks like this.
Coming down here.
We got to dig in on this one.
To me, this really is the ultimate one pot.
Wow.
Isn't that beautiful? All right, I'm just gonna close it.
That is beautiful.
And there it is. It's just like, it's so satisfying, I find, to make a one-pot meal that looks this beautiful, that feeds 4 to 6 people easily, and it didn't even take a lot of time, right?
You show up at the table with that, your family is going to give you a round of applause.
And it can
That is
really
so
go
good.
right to the table.
Actually, that's the whole point. Like, you serve it up. Everything right here has its own little flavor profile going on. Every individual bite is great, but then I eat them all together, and it's like, whoa. The Dijon mustard made such a difference.
And the cider vinegar, right?
Yes, that vinegar gave it a nice acidity in there. The chicken is tender.
It's sweet and savory also. Just that little bit of apple cider proper coming through. And the potatoes drink it up, which is such a nice little starchy combo there.
Got some parsley
little
there,
parsley.
a little
Thank
parsley,
you.
some freshness on the top, which I like to do at the very end.
Chicken is
When I'm
juicy.
serving it.
Guys, where are your cocktails? I'm
Oh,
sorry,
wait.
Andy worked really hard on these
Oh,
gorgeous
yeah.
cocktails.
How could I have
You better be
baked
drinking
it?
hand.
Thank you so much.
Gail, delicious dinner. Thank you so much. Coming up, you guys.
That cocktail's really good.
It's really good. We need some time. Coming up, we're going to stir the pot because the cake boss himself, Buddy Valastro, is here. We have cakes. We have cannolis. Stay with us.
People know me as a judge on Top Chef, a cookbook author, an editor and writer, but I'm also a mom with 2 young kids, trying to get dinner on the table. So I understand the struggle of shopping for and cooking good meals for your family 7 nights a week. It's all about accessible ingredients and smart, simple techniques. I learned from my mom. Growing up, she was a cooking teacher and a food writer. She taught me how to cook. As a judge on Top Chef, I've traveled the world, tasting everything from the finest, most luxurious and exotic foods to the most rustic, hole-in-the-wall fare. And I can appreciate it all.
Cheers.
Carlo's Bakery has been a New Jersey institution since it opened in Hoboken in 1910. As a 4th-generation baker, cake boss Buddy Valastro has not only expanded the business, but his award-winning designs have helped him become a New York Times best-selling author and star of lots of sweet TV shows. Today, he's here to talk dessert and, of course, La Familia. Let's welcome the cake boss himself, Buddy Valastro.
Hey! Oh!
How we doing?
Oh my gosh, look at this!
Guys.
Oh, wow! Oh,
We're on this page.
I'm so happy to see you.
Oh, good to see you.
So happy to see this cake. Wow.
Daphne, you have a birthday hat on.
I don't know if I'm more excited to see you or the cake. This is
Good to
beautiful.
see you guys.
Thank you.
How's everything? What do you think?
Oh my God.
How do we do?
Phenomenal.
Amazing.
I mean, look at us. We look great.
This is so good. I'm obsessed. Can I take it home? Can I?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, I'm so excited for you guys. This is going to be an amazing show. Congratulations. And, you know, Daphne, we know each other a long time. I wanted to just say happy birthday. And
Happy birthday!
Thank you. How fun for me to get to celebrate it with you, with dear friends. This is, and sweet, delicious things. Thank you. You know, so
good.
Way back in the day, I got to tape a show called Cooks vs. Cons in Buddy's factory. And let me tell you, I rolled up to the studio in Lackawanna at 5 in the morning, and the air, you walked in and you're like, the air tastes like sugar. Like, it was so crazy. And everything, there was like this gorgeous operation going on at every hour of the day. Everyone was making these beautiful confections. Every once in a while, if we were really good, Buddy would let us eat the sfogliatelle.
the sfogliatelle.
Oh my gosh, it was out of control.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're the best. It was
Well,
always
thank
so
you.
fun.
And that's what we did at the bakery. We vent like right out the front door. So when you walk in, you're like, I'm like, oh, I walk in the morning. I'm like, oh, today's carrot cake and then chocolate cake. You know, you can smell it going in.
That
so it's
is
always
awesome.
fun.
Wait, come check it
Yeah,
out.
let's sit down.
come
Let's
to
do
the
it.
Worked hard
Got
on
it.
this cake. Take
Got
a
it.
seat, please.
Ah, right.
So good to see you. This
So
is
good
fun.
to see you guys. I'm
So many
excited.
things to talk about with you. I mean, you are a legend, Buddy. Oh my gosh. Now, you started working in your family's bakery when you were only 11 years old. Like, that is wild. Now, did you always want to take over the family business?
I did. You know, my dad was my idol, and he's who I looked up to. And to be able to kind of like follow in his footsteps, when I would go there, it's just what I wanted to be. I didn't really know what would happen or the road that I kind of went down. That wasn't in the cards. It wasn't like, oh, I want to be on TV or I'm going to do this. But no matter what, I always try to put the bakery first. And, you know, I don't do what's best for Buddy. I do what's best for the bakery.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
But you have a bunch of kids, so like,
I got 4, yeah.
Who are you grooming to take over in your place
it.
one day? Are you?
Oh, you got there.
dynasty.
Oh, yes.
Big, they get big.
Which one are you looking at to say you're the one?
Well, you know what? I got to tell you, they're all amazingly talented in their own ways, right? And they all want to come into the business, and they all tell each other that one day I'm going to be the boss. I'm going to be the boss. I'm going to be the boss.
I mean, I feel like there's ways of making all their talents come to life in your business.
100%, as long as they don't kill each other.
By the way, I was gonna say, I will watch the show when they're duking it out
Yeah,
for like
exactly.
who's gonna hold on to the reins. I love that.
That's a good
Can't
show.
lose. They all sound like great kids. Of course they would be. You guys
Oh,
raised
thank
them
you.
right.
It's amazing.
Well, you make it look fun too. It's work, obviously. Running. And also, the fact that you've been in business since, not you personally, but your family since 1910. Like,
long time.
it's a lot of work. It's a lot of struggle. It's a lot of making it happen. But it's a lot of fun. You make it
It is.
look just like.
It really is. And, you know, people don't realize, like, they think that you're on TV or that you don't work as much as you do or whatever. I swear, this November, December, we were so busy at the bakery. I would say 4 nights a week I slept in my office.
Wow.
Because I was working 18, 19-hour days. My kids were coming after school to help. We were doing a ton of online orders, and we were just cranking like 24/7.
Oh, good for you. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
You bring a lot of people joy. You
Yeah,
make a
it's-
product that
it
is
is.
joyful. We need it.
Yeah, no, totally.
And you wear a lot of hats, because I mean, you're at the bakery, you're talking about being on TV, and I've competed on TV before with Food Network,
Sure, of
so we
course.
have that in common. I mean, it gets pretty intense. You
Oh,
can speak
totally.
on that, right?
Oh, man. I mean, listen, Buddy vs. Duff is...
That's such a good show. I
Oh,
enjoy
thank
watching
you.
that. Like,
I
watching you two
appreciate
go
that.
at it, like
East
Yeah.
Coast, East Coast.
Yeah, I'm just
I don't have favorites. I'm just saying.
I won't tell Duff, okay?
Love that guy.
But you know what? Honestly, that is the hardest show to film. Like it is. You put yourself through the ringer, 7 which ways from the sun. I mean, you're building cakes for 2, 3 days straight, 12, 18 hours, but they're the size of, like, you know, the island over there or this couch, and they have to move and it spin, and you have to deal with the mechanics of it. You have to deal with, you know, the beauty of it, and
There's no swap. It's like
no
if
cake
it
swap.
falls, it's done.
Unfortunately, there's
Done.
no. The whole last 2 seasons, every cake I needed a forklift to move the cake.
Oh my God.
Literally a forklift.
When are you gonna do like a miniature show? You know, like fireworks.
The thing is everybody expects us, you know, like, oh, what are you gonna do this year? You're gonna go bigger? And me and him get together every season beforehand. And we look at each other, we laugh like, what the hell are we doing this for? Because we bring that greatness and drive out of each other. You know, we really get along. I mean, we're really friends. And, you know, like when I got injured, he was one of the first people to call me. You know, when his baby was born, I was one of the first people to call, and we just have a great relationship. And I think that we bring the best out of each other. We push each other to want to do greater things. So is there like a little rivalry? Yeah, like basketball court between buddies rivalry. But realistically, I have so much admiration, respect for him and his team, what they do, and we're just trying to show the world the craziest cakes you can make.
Well, we are going to get some crazy cakes for sure. And it's great. Great competition does bring out the greatness in you, and I love to hear that. Coming up, you guys, we are heading into the kitchen to make cannolis with Buddy. We're taking it easy on you today.
That's it.
An easy trick to get all the flavor of the famous Italian pastry with ingredients you already have in your pantry. Don't go away.
I'm known as the chef to the stars with my private catering business. I'm a TV host, I cook for athletes and entertainers, and not to mention ticklish kids.
Try not to make a mess! I'm born and raised in the South, and my dad is Jamaican, so my cooking style is Caribbean heat meets Southern sweet. Being a professional chef and caterer for over 12 years, I live for a good party. If you don't have a reason to celebrate, you hang around long enough with me, I'm gonna give you one.
Put a little bit of grease, push with your hands, open it up.
Okay, that's a lot.
That's all right.
It's my first time. I think this is going to turn out as my best one, actually.
Okay.
I finished my last one.
All right, let's put it up here. What do you think?
Good. Like a French fry, but you put like buttercream in it.
Guys, of course, that was Buddy and his son making his delicious and famous lobster tails with his youngest son, Carlo, who's now how old?
Now he's 10. That was a couple of years ago when he did it. He got so big from then. But, you know, listen, baking at home, it's funny, too, because I bake with my kids at home. And I'm telling them this, I'm telling them this. They look at me like what the hell do you know?
Yeah, of course.
They do that to us, too.
Like, hello, like, yeah.
They're like, no, you slap it like this.
It's a good lesson in humility.
That's
But
it.
they don't care
no.
what we do in our day jobs.
Yeah. So.
Well, the idea being here that this is actually, maybe we could turn over to the kids. It's easy enough that, you know, the older ones anyway could probably figure it out. We are going to have Buddy show us how to make his most popular dessert, his famous cannolis. Buddy, show us how it's done here.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the cream, and what's great about this is you could buy the shells, you know, online or, you know, typically you go to my online and buy the shells in the cream, but what you do is we start with the ricotta inside, and now I'm gonna add some sugar. Okay. Cannoli cream is a very simple recipe, so we got sugar, we got ricotta. I'm gonna put a little bit of cinnamon. Now I usually put, you can put that in vanilla. Okay. So I usually put cinnamon oil, but
a little harder to find.
Yeah, and it's just a drop. Sometimes you can get it at the pharmacy. And lastly, some chips.
Nice.
Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. And we got it. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little demo for you guys, and then I'd like to do a little Carlo's cannoli challenge to see who
love a
out of you
competition in this
three
family.
could fill the cannoli the fastest. All right?
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna show you properly first. So, okay, it's 1 and 2.
Okay.
And you want we'll just fill and we can dip after.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not get ahead of
Okay.
ourselves.
I mean, you guys have an unfair advantage, I'm going to say. You have Buddy Valastro on your team, Cake Boss. And
No. Oh, no. Oh, you.
I don't know.
I was going to let you guys.
Okay,
oh,
good.
we're going to race. All right, we're going to race.
Oh, no, I
I'll
don't know.
go
I'm
lefty.
making it up.
I'll go lefty.
Oh, solid.
I'll go lefty. That's fair.
Is your hole cut wider than mine, though? You know.
Oh,
Hey,
I just want to
look at all
make
that.
sure.
stay on your side, lady,
Yeah,
okay?
that's
Don't
it.
worry about
You can
us.
fill one. So here, look, I'll fill one for you guys so
Okay.
that you know it's
Don't
good.
help them,
Nice.
buddy.
So we got to be fair here. We got to be fair
Yeah,
here.
of course it is.
Okay,
All right.
Okay, I'm going to go lefty. Everybody can hold the cannoli in their hand.
Ready, set.
Set, go. Come on.
I think mine's not full.
Oh, no excuses.
Where's the clock?
Come on, put it on.
That was
That was fun.
a photo finish.
That was good. So now that we had our race,
Yes.
you could dip in some extra chips. You could sprinkle a little pistachio. You know, you could put a little bit of powdered sugar. I'm gonna just come over here because I think that a lot of people, the finishing touch on any old school Italian pastry is just a little bit of powdered sugar. Look how nice that does, and you get that little burst of sweet when you crack into the
Kiss mine
cannoli.
with a little powdered sugar, dear.
Mwah.
Thank
You got it.
Just a kiss.
I mean,
Kiss with the
kiss, a
powdered
little
sugar.
kiss. I got it in your hand too.
I love it. I'll take it.
Take it away. Take it away. Beautiful.
Wow.
That spelling was so simple, but it tastes so good.
It's
buddy.
good. And
Wow.
you know what? Honestly, I'm actually been experimenting now. I'm gonna come out with some different flavored cannoli creams. So, and it sounds a little weird, but I tested and it was delicious. Peanut butter.
Oh, that's not weird at all. It sounds amazing.
Yeah, but I take the ricotta, I mix in some peanut butter, and then I put it in a chocolate-covered cannoli shell, and then I dip it in like peanuts, like salted peanuts, so you get like the salt and the chocolate. I mean, it is cool. So
no problem with that.
Yeah, so that's
What would
kind
your
of.
family 2 generations ago thought of that, though?
They would have told me I was crazy. You didn't do that kind of stuff.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is delicious. It's no surprise to me this is your most famous dessert. It is delightfully simple and perfectly delicious. It's so good.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, Carlo's Bakery now ships nationwide. If you want to taste these for yourself, check them out online. Coming up, the confetti cake I make for my family birthdays and the easy frosting hack you don't have to be a cake boss to pull off.
Want to see it?
Okay.
I went for extra crunch on mine.
For me, it's always a party in the kitchen. For us, as the Oz family, food might be the most important thing. From the time I was a small kid, I remember cooking with my mom and my grandma. I was learning what it meant to be one of us. The kitchen is still the center of my world. I am, as a chef, first and foremost about flavor. A bunch of herbs to a salad, a beautiful pesto into a tomato sauce, don't tell anybody. It's simple, it's healthy-ish, it's celebratory, and most of all, it's about having a great time in the kitchen.
We're back with the good dish. The cake boss is here, and it also happens to be Daphne's birthday. Hooray!
36, here she comes.
Nice. Oh, 36 is good. Is
All right.
Oh, yeah. Tell me, what are you doing for your birthday tonight?
I don't know yet. I feel there are things being planned around me, but I don't know what they are.
Oh, interesting.
I know. Hopefully seeing my family and maybe some friends. I have no idea. I literally plan nothing because I've been here.
Well, we're happy that you're spending it here with us, at least
me
partially.
too. This is the
right.
best possible kickoff. And
There you go.
My people.
Plan nothing, and people that love you will plan things around you.
That's
You
right.
are open to whatever comes to you, right? But there is a birthday cake that you're known for. I mean, this is a really good cake that you make with your kids for your birthdays, right?
I do. Yes. Should we? Well, I'll tell you the story and then we'll see the tape. So this was actually I grew up, confetti cake was like the thing that you had to have, and I had to say I hadn't made it from scratch, and I had a lot of success. And then I found this recipe online from a woman named Samantha Merritt. Her site is sugarspunrun.com. I made this cake and it like knocked me off my socks. I couldn't get it. It was just like that perfect vanilla essence wafting through your kitchen, great sprinkles all over. Plus, it's a lot of fun to make, and the kids are obsessed with this cake, and now I have to make it for every single one of their birthdays. And I love it so much, I frequently make it for my own birthday, too.
So you will be making your own birthday cake tonight, except for, of course, the one that
Yeah.
Buddy brought us, which might be hard to ship home to
It's
Florida.
so gorgeous. I can't get over it. I can never top that, and I can't get over it.
Well, I would usually feel bad that you have to make your own birthday cakes, but I do every year, so
Yes, I bet you do.
join the club. You know?
If anyone can empathize.
You know,
No.
right, you want a cake you're gonna enjoy. And I have to say, people ask me about this cake so often because I'll always, Instagram when I'm making it. And there's something so soothing and cathartic about like the process of baking and even the process of watching people bake. So I like I said, I got this recipe from Samantha Merritt at sugarspunrun.com, and I made a video of how beautifully it comes together. Take a look at this.
I have softened butter here, 9 tablespoons of butter. Only time I properly measure is when I'm baking. We're adding 3 cups of granulated sugar. I'm just looking for this lovely sandy texture here on the butter and sugar coming together, in with the avocado oil. And now we are gonna whip this and get it lovely, fluffy, beautiful. Okay, remember I said I measured everything when I baked, just not vanilla extract, because I love it. Okay, so there is our wet ingredient mix. Now we're gonna make our dry. This is 2 cups and 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour and 2 cups of bread flour. To this, I'm going to add 4.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Then we're gonna do 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. Grab your whisk and just give it a quick mix. Okay, so now here's what we're gonna do. We are going to get ourselves 1.5 cups of milk and alternatingly add in the dry mix and the milk into our wet batter. Add in the final third and the final third. Grab 9 room temperature egg whites and we are going to whip them to stiff peaks. And it's gonna create such a beautiful lift in this cake, really nice and fluffy. It perks it right up. You're gonna cut down the middle and fold over. You are going to whip a pound of butter, a pound of unsalted butter. Before anything else, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. This is 6 cups of powdered sugar, you guys. And the trick here is to add a cup at a time and really let it work itself into the butter. That's how you make sure that you get the lightest, fluffiest, creamiest buttercream. Then we're gonna add in a splash of heavy cream, tablespoon by tablespoon, some vanilla, and then we're in business. For this first effort, just going to put a nice healthy dollop of frosting in the center of the cake and give it a quick smooth. And what we're gonna do right now is actually a crumb coat. Take your other half, and I'm gonna go with the cut side down so that the surface of my cake is the perfectly smooth, flat, gorgeous part. And then again, this crumb coat can be really super thin just to get the outer edges of your cake iced.
When we come back, we're decorating that cake. We just showed you how to make an amazing homemade confetti birthday cake, and now it's time for the fun part, the decorating. But first, let me explain that outfit and that hair. So I'm making this just for fun cake. I might as well put on a fairy princess costume. If I'm doing this for my kids, I might as well really like nail the whole look. Fairy princess costume. I will admit that that color of blonde hair was not intentional. And some people, when I post that video, they're like, like a blue wash would really help you out. There were some, when you're experimenting with new hairdressers, I'm down in Florida, and then, I had a mishap. And fortunately, it's coming back. But anyway, all to say, I had a lot of fun making it. I will say, having made this cake, I have 4 children, times however many birthdays I've been making this cake for, I've become an expert in this delicious cake, and I've tweaked a few things. One of the things you saw, I like sawed off the top to try to make it that flat so you get this great, beautiful lifted cake. I've started making it now the same amount of batter, but divide it into 4 cake pans.
Okay.
You get like an even more luxurious looking cake. It doesn't take any more effort. So we're at the crumb coat stage right now.
Okay.
You know about this?
You made a few of these?
I don't know. Tell me what to do here.
So this is a big deal, actually. I will say, like, you know, when you're making cake for your kids, sometimes I'm really not very crafty in the kitchen, and I would definitely skip this step a lot of the time, and then you get crumbs in the outside. Crumb coat just is this thin layer of icing that you then pop in the freezer or fridge and let set, and it sort of sticks any loose crumbs to the cake, and then you get a gorgeous, smooth finish on the frosting. So Buddy tells me anyway.
And the trick too is re-whip your frosting right before you're about to decorate. So the turntable is the key.
Okay.
Right? And
Yes.
And I think, you know, using the turntable and getting it nice and even is kind of the trick. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of work on the side here, and then I'll take a little bit more.
So you're using the offset spatula too. I admit that in my home kitchen, I always use just this big flat spatula.
Wow. Yeah, no, the offset spatula I feel like is the key to life. It's one of my favorite tools for like every activity in the kitchen.
Oh, sure. And you
all
know,
sizes too. The big one, the little mini one is my favorite.
Yeah, the other thing is if you put it in a piping bag, then you could pipe it on, right? When I do a cake and I pipe the buttercream on, it's all over the cake, and then I'm not like trying to really smash it. I'm just kind of gliding the knife across it to cover the holes. So I don't
make it look like ice dancing.
Yeah.
Like it's so graceful.
I'm being hypnotized. You just keep going around and around. And I'm like,
I feel like you should start a TikTok of
you
just
you want to be behind.
So
you want to be here, Daph. So when you go in, you just let the turntable do the work, right?
Okay.
What's fun, like if you have this, look, because the icing looks a little, let's call it aerated, right? You see the air pockets? So we could either do the spank or the chop.
Oh, I like them both. Let's do it.
You want to see the spank or the chop?
I'm into a spank.
All right, we're going to do a little spank here, all right? This is a spank.
It's
all right, so what?
my birthday, Gail.
Well, you're right. I defer to you on the spank or the chop.
You want the spank or the chop?
I just got over eager on that one.
Okay, show us the chop, then. I want to see the spank.
All right, so the chop is like this. So you're just going to chop, right? You're going to chop the little icing, right? And I'll do the spank on the side for you. How's that?
Let's see.
All right, so the spank is like this.
And so we're popping air bubbles, or this is to texturize
So
it?
this is texturize it a little bit, so it looks a little bit more homemade, right?
Look how beautiful that is, though.
Yeah. So you know, yeah, you got it.
Okay.
You've
so
given that a term, a whole new meaning. Look
So
at
you,
that.
listen, that's like kitchen talk, you know.
Nice. It's a
You're
nice
kitchen
spank.
talk. Like, it's,
You can't deny the spank.
It's a spank, you know.
Can I ask one other? Because this is
Please.
exactly what I'm going after. Because like I said, I am just not a crafty kitchen person. I wish I had more just patience to be like that precise about things. But I ended up just doing this little sprinkle move here at the top, and I kind of like the rustic undoneness. My kids like it. So, you know, we also have a tradition in our family where we don't cut birthday cakes. We eat them all together with with a fork and just hang, you know, whatever. Just go to town on it. But if you were going to teach a novice or, you know, home baker one special decorating tip, in addition to the flap and the spank, smack and the spank. What am I doing? Smack and spank?
Chop and spank.
Chop and spank.
Whack and
sorry,
spank
I'm
is a whole
sorry.
other dessert.
That's your birthday present. We got what we talking about.
What? Oh, yours is full pockets. Okay, so just like special little decoration tips like this. I think yours looks so good, Buddy.
But they both look
They look
fantastic,
both
Daphne.
And they
They both
taste
look
great
good.
is what's the most important thing,
They
right?
do look great, and they're gonna taste great. And I'm just gonna put a little bit on the bottom here.
Oh my gosh.
Job,
You know, hey, listen, man.
Who's cleaning up in this house?
I'm
This
not.
is outrageous.
It's your birthday.
That's
You
the
like
rule.
not me.
That's
You
the
know what
rule.
I do? I do a smack. Like watch.
Yeah,
like
that's
this.
a throw. That's a
Yeah,
throw.
this is
That's
my
like
toss.
pa, but that's a toss. Pa, 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 pa,
call it
pa,
a
pa,
throw,
pa,
call
pa.
it a mess, but we're gonna call it Happy Birthday for Daphne.
Yes! Who wants to see some cake?
Yes!
Let's see.
Look at that.
I got
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Do it.
All right, guys,
Oh,
okay,
wow.
hand
Let
it
me have
out.
some cake with my friends while we go to break.
Happy birthday, Daphne. Mwah. All right, so now stick around to download all of today's recipes and tips right to your phone. It's the Good List coming up.
More cocktails.
Cake bar martinis for the
Thank you, here.
all my ladies right here.
Thank
Of
you,
course.
Andy.
We should have him here always.
I know. Andy's the keeper.
Cheers, Andy. Thank you.
We're back with the good dish. Our bartender, Andy, has been serving up drinks all show long, and he just made us an amazing cake batter martini.
Indeed.
Happy birthday, Daphne.
Yes, happy birthday to us all, it's felt like.
Thank you.
Oh, my.
Oh, that's gonna get you drunk and hungover at the same time. Jeez.
Well, happy birthday, girl. All right, so to answer the question, what's for dinner tonight, hold your camera to the screen for our QR code. You'll find the recipes for everything you saw on today's show, including cider-braised chicken, Daphne's confetti birthday cake that was delicious, and Buddy's easy at home cannoli. And you can also head to gooddishtv.com to get it all.
Cheers, guys. Thank you so much for so much fun on my birthday. I loved celebrating with you. We will see you next time for more good food and good dish.
Happy.